Hello, my lovely nonprofit marketers and nonprofit fundraisers. I want to let you know that my live program, I run it once per year, Storytelling That Sticks, is open for enrollment. Class starts May 30th. It's www.storytellingthatsticks.com. Go there, learn more, sign up. Today, we're talking about the three essential elements of nonprofit storytelling that persuades. And now we know that nonprofits, no matter their size or mission, are working to change hearts and minds around important issues every single day. Whether you're trying to get new members for your performing arts center, to entice people to adopt cats and dogs, or to create advocacy actions around climate change, you are in the business of persuasion. To persuade is to move by argument, entreaty, or expostulation to a belief, position, or course of action. In his writings on how to become a great public speaker, the Greek philosopher Aristotle described three modes of persuasion. These modes, ethos, pathos, and logos, are the essential elements required to convince your audience of your viewpoint. In order to collect, craft, and share stories that will move people from passive to passionate, let's explore how Aristotle's three modes of persuasion can be used to improve our nonprofit storytelling. The first mode, ethos, the ethical nature. Ethos is the part of the story that establishes trust and credibility. Think about the last time you attended an event with a speaker or a webinar. Before they speak, the host always reads their bio and highlights some of their biggest accomplishments. This is to establish ethos and prepare you to listen to what the speaker has to say. Great branding also falls under ethos, as the brand is meant to elicit trust and authority. When crafting your story, think about the questions that the audience may have. Why should we listen to you? Why should we believe what you're telling us? Ethos in nonprofit storytelling can be created by using language that is appropriate to the audience, no jargon or acronyms that they won't understand, by finding a compelling, authentic character to tell their story. Authenticity establishes credibility. This person has been through it, they know what they're talking about. Brand reputation. Is your organization established and credible? Do you have integrity? Think about Humans of New York. Humans of New York has established a brand that people trust and turn to for inspiration every single day. The second mode is logos, the logical rationale. Logos is the part of the argument or the story that appeals to logic and reason. This makes the story make sense and encourages us to pay attention because this is a problem that needs solving. Questions to be asked when forming the logos piece of the story. Why is this issue important? Why is this story vital to understanding this issue? What is the problem? Does the evidence support you? Logos in nonprofit storytelling can be created by interspersing facts and statistics within the story, using analogies to make the problem easier to grasp and understand, citing other authorities on the issue, sharing case studies backed up by data around the issue, sharing facts, statistics, analogies, citing other authorities, and social proof. In the video on YouTube, it's called Hungry Kate, the Girl with the Belly Ache. The Community Food Bank of New Jersey highlights the problem inside the story of Kate. Kate is one of 400,000 kids who struggle with hunger in New Jersey. The third mode, pathos, the emotional appeal. Now, ethos is important for establishing the credibility of the storyteller, and logos is vital to get us to understand that this is a problem we need to do something about. However, no story can be truly effective without pathos, the emotional appeal. We like to think that our rational side's in charge, but it rarely is. We know that emotion is an essential element in getting people to take action. We are saturated in story and we are saturated in messages competing for our attention. So only stories that resonate at a deeply human, universal level, beyond a simple recounting of things that happened, are going to move people from passive to passionate. One of my favorite nonprofit videos is Eunice's Dream, a poem from the Cabrera School for Girls. Rather than pulling heartstrings and making me feel sad, it inspires me to help other amazing girls like Eunice accomplish their dreams. Effective storytelling involves a deep understanding of human emotions, motivations, and psychology in order to truly move an audience. People do what the heart tells them, and then they rationalize their decisions using logic and reason. So think through this. How can you use ethos, pathos, and logos in your nonprofit storytelling? All right, this is just a quickie episode. I want to share it just to let you know that my storytelling course is open for enrollment. We dive very, very deep into these and many other tactics and techniques to convince your audience to become passionate instead of passive. So go to storytellingthatsticks.com, sign up today. Let me know what you think. All right, see you soon.